while I was doing the Supreme Team case and the Murder Inc. case, the press was getting tipped off, and we thought we had a leak in our crew of guys, and it looked like the NYPD was leaking it. And I was the case agent, well, officer, detective, and they were looking at me funny. We found out that Bill was calling Chuck Phillips.
Like I was mentioning, I just remembered, like where the smoke was fired with the Jimmy Henchman. I mean, sorry, with the, I don't know why I keep getting those two.
Well, I'm saying Suge all the time, and you're saying Jimmy all the time.
Right, I'm sorry, no Jimmy Henchman. I mean Haitian Jack. Bill Oldham wrote a book where I don't remember, I may have to ask you in the future, but somewhere in the book, he says that Haitian, I'm gonna say Bill Courtney, the Haitian Jack is a cooperator or snitch. How do you respond to that?
Bill Oldham is not a good guy. Bill Oldham was a very smart guy, a decent investigator, but he's a big drinker, a really big drinker, and Bill ended up stealing the case folder for the Mafia Cops case and writing a book and endangering the prosecution of that case. And that's all I'm going to say about Bill Oldham. Okay. But Bill Oldham can say that, but what he bases it on, I don't know.
Can you get him on here? Can you get him on here?
I don't know where Bill Oldham is, because Bill kind of burnt his britches in a lot of places after the Mafia Cops thing. He also, we found, so while I was doing the Supreme Team case and the Murder Inc. case, the press was getting tipped off, and we thought we had a leak in our crew of guys, and it looked like the NYPD was leaking it. And I was the case agent, well, officer, detective, and they were looking at me funny. We found out that Bill was calling Chuck Phillips and giving Chuck Phillips intimate details of our cases.
What case?
So that was the Murder Inc. and Supreme Team case. Okay. So that was strike one for Bill, for me, and then strike two was him taking, copying all the case files for the Mafia Cops case and getting a book deal, and then causing, havoc and really endangering the prosecution of that case. And then he had some DUI where he fucking drove into 5 cars or something like that. Wow. And, and they locked him up, and that's the last I heard of him. And he was selling my case out to Chuck Phillips. He sold out another case out from under people. You don't do shit like that.
Yeah, Chuck actually.
And again, it's another connection to LA case. It's another, you know what I mean? It's another reason why that case is so fucked up. But
you're such an LA guy. You're Hollywood, huh?
Listen, one of the best detectives I ever met was this guy, Mark Gaiman, from the LA Sheriff's Major Crimes Bureau. And we did a lot of stuff together over the years. Italian organized crime. We did all the black, extortion guys in the business who went back and forth from New York. We did work in New York together and LA together. And I always had a good time out there. And we always, when they came here, I got them, the best tickets in Yankee Stadium. I got them a tour of the locker room. When I'm out in LA, they're getting me stuff, and we had a really strong friendship and a really good respect for the type of work we did. So I have nothing but good memories out there, but I'm a sheriff's guy. The LAPD guys were too stiff for me. The sheriffs were all down to earth like guys, and more my kind of people, so.
Right. Well, damn, I didn't know that about Bill. I heard this is what I heard. I'm not sure I heard he's a dick.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be a dick to do shit like that. Like why would he want to out Haitian Jack as an informant? Where is Haitian Jack in any paperwork? You're never going to find him in anyone's paperwork. I know the Marshal's Service went after Jack a while back, and he kind of sidestepped them, and that's when a short time after that, that's when I took a shot at him. And again, I'm going to tell you this right now, Jack was paroled to me. He was not a signed up informant. And the only thing Jack could really give up is himself. Jack was part of a criminal organization, and he was the leader of that organization. Mm-hmm. And I grabbed him because I wanted to have some kind of control over him. And when the day came, I wanted to be able to get rid of him and deport him. I enjoyed hearing his stories, but he was not a good guy to have as a source of information, because he could only give up really things he was involved in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So people were going to ask him to chase away bad guys, or, people would give up stuff that he did. But he wasn't going to tell me that he was selling, major weight marijuana with Mexicans or whatever, He was doing a lot of legal stuff, party promotion, things like that. And the things that we had on him over the years, like, stealing like $100,000 worth of jewelry. I think it was actually $300,000 worth of jewelry, extorting from rappers, doing the friendly extortion game. I mean, that was his bread and butter. He wasn't going to give that up. So there wasn't a lot to get from him, but I enjoyed talking to him. He was a charismatic guy. He told me a lot of funny stories from the past. Talked about robbing drug dealers, telling me how he used to do it. And, I got a kick out of it.